Konnichiwa, Hayabusa Toimasu Yokuso. Welcome to another great episode of Hayabusa Reviews. Today I'm going to be reviewing another album. Yes, a brand new album that was released back on January 31st by the one, the only, Lil Wayne. The album known as Funeral. Now, the album is the 13th studio album by Lil Wayne, released on January 31st by Young Money Entertainment and Republic Records. And the album features guest appearances by Big Sean, Lil Baby, Adam Levine, J-Rock, 2 Chainz, Takeoff, the late XXXTentacion, The Dream, Lil Twist, and OT Genesis. And the first single off the album was I Do It. So, let's take a look at the background behind this album, because according to the Wikipedia page I am looking at right now, said that this album was recorded between 2016 and 2019. So let's find out what took this album so long to be made. It says, back in 2016, while Lil Wayne was in the midst of a legal battle with Cash Money Records over contractual disputes, it was announced that his next album would be titled Funeral. The album was completed in 2019, as Wayne started promoting the album again. In an interview with Vibe, Lil Wayne spoke on how his recording process changed throughout his career, saying, I love the difficulty of trying to fit in with what's going on today, making sure I sound likable to the ears today and having to remind myself that's not about what it was back then. I can't wait to get into the studio now every night just to see what I can come up with. Before, it was just me going to the studio and saying, let me kill 10 more songs and then I'm going to go home or do whatever I was doing. Now, it's let me see what I come up with. Self-discovery, rebirth, call it whatever you want, but it feels awesome, I swear to God. Lil Wayne explained the title Funeral as a continuation of his album Rebirth in 2010 to follow up on the series. On January 23rd, 2020, Lil Wayne revealed the album's release date and artwork. With the announcement, he also teased a snippet of the album with the lyrics, Welcome to the Funeral, closed casket as usual. Now that's actually the first line of the very first track on the album. He says, Welcome to the Funeral, closed casket as usual. Let's take a look at some of the aggregate and review scores. Any Decent Music gave it a 5.9 out of 10. Metacritic a 63 out of 100. Consequential Sound gave it a B-. Exclaim a 6.0 out of 10. NME a 3 stars out of 5. Pitchfork gave it 7.3 out of 10. And Rolling Stone 2.5 stars. So there was a lot of mixed reaction to this. One reviewer, Christopher Thiessen of Consequential Sound, said, Funeral plays less like an album and more like a mixtape. For his new decade debut, Wayne takes a throw everything at the wall and see what sticks approach, only hitting the target about half the time. Rolling Stone said that Funeral is widely uneven, a landscape of pronounced highs and lows. In truth, it peaks early on Mahogany. Schwartz called Trust Nobody the worst song on the album, labeling it a sunk by a banal and out-of-place Adam Levine hook, while noting that Get Out of My Head is soured by the great rap pendant XXXTentacion, and called Sights and Silencers a surprisingly limp The Dream ballad that he should have just given to Jeremy. Schwartz concluded, "Funeral is pockmarked with duds." Conversely, Pitchfork's Sheldon Pierce gave an overall positive review, saying Wheezy's back in the booth and cruising, experimenting with an array of styles and dizzying maze of wordplay. So it's a 24-track banger. I actually disagree with the critics. I actually liked this album. Wheezy, this was a badass album. Don't listen to what these, what these assholes at Metacritic or Consequence of Sound or NME or Rolling Stones say. They don't know the difference between their ass and a hole in the ground. I mean, one of these guys, I believe, is one of the reviewers who actually panned Tool's Fear Inoculum album. Like, how can you pan something that damn good? I mean, come on. Are you fucking kidding me? You have got to be stupid to think that this is a bad album. Like, not bad as in, oh, this album's awesome. Not bad as in, like, oh my god, this album should be just thrown in the trash. I don't think it's that at all. I think this is a damn good album. Perfect answer to the Carter 5, which the Carter 5 was a damn good album as well. So yeah, when it comes down to all the tracks that I have listened to this album, it's a great album nonetheless. I loved it. So, to my review, or to my score on this album, it's got, great lyrics, great beats. It's very well thought out. This is a very well thought out album. Nonetheless, Funeral by Lil Wayne gets a 98 out of 100. I will agree that a couple of the songs on this album probably should have been cut out of it, including Trust Nobody featuring Adam Levine. Or they could have just cut Adam Levine's part out of the album completely, and the song would have been just fine. But they didn't, and I think that's one thing that actually hurt that song. But nonetheless, a damn good album. I mean, a 98 out of 100, that's damn near perfect. Anyway, let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts on Funeral by Lil Wayne? Is it a banging album to you, or is it a little lacking in the packing? To me, it's quite the opposite. It's not lacking at all. It's damn good. Anyway, that is going to do it for this episode of reviews. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to click that bell icon so you get notifications on when I post brand new content for each and every single one of you awesome people out there. And as always, peace, love, and happiness to each and every single one of you. And I will see all of you in the next video. Sayonara, matane. I thought I was going to get the hiccups there for a second, but I didn't. Ha! Screw you, hiccups. Zero Hayabusa. Out.